There was this pastor, and this pastor has been married to his wife for 5 years. And eventually, the wife stopped going to church with him. She was not happy in the relationship. And the man was really Jim pastor, really like Olimweje, like this, dedicated to the work of God and all that. And he was the favorite of the GO. Now, at a point, the woman spoke up. She said what her anger was, and the source of her unhappiness in the marriage. She said that for the 5 years she had been married to this pastor, he had only slept with her 10 times. And that was in the first 2 years. In the later 3 years, he never touched her. And every attempt that she made to get him to sleep with her, she was named sexually immoral. She was named demon possessed. She was named the agent that devil sent to pull down the ministry of her husband. I was laughing really. I wasn't finding it funny, but I was just laughing because it sounded all so familiar. It really, really sounded all so familiar to some of the things I've heard, some of the names I've been called, all in the ministry thingy, And this woman stopped going to church with her husband, and of course, members of the congregation, they nailed her to the cross immediately. That she didn't want to support her husband's ministry, blah, 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 that kind of a thing. Now, the most vex that I had when I watched, and I still have, is the parts the GO played in the whole mess. The young man, that's the pastor, went to the GO and told him that the wife is giving him a stress life, that she was always wanting to, sleep with him, even when he's reading the Bible, even when he's preparing his message, even on a Sunday morning. Imagine. Do you know what the GO said? The GO said, is she trying to tell us, or are you trying to tell me that your sex life is more important than the work God has placed in your hands, the ministry God has placed? And I felt like either breaking my television or just weeping for this generation. Do you know the people I feel sorry for? In all honesty, yeah? The people who gave their life to Christ, or the people who started, coming to church in the 21st century church era. Church maybe go. Church maybe go. It is no longer the church community, the church that we used to know those days. Honestly. That was what the GO told this young man. And that man, that GO, was in that place. His main concern was for this man to carry out his ministerial duties, for this man to go ahead, preach, let their ministry grow and everything. Meanwhile, his house was on fire. And nobody was interested in helping this lost young man, because apparently he was lost. Nobody was interested or concerned in fixing his home. Nobody. Hold on, ask him, church. What kind of church is that? What kind of work of God is that? Bikono, tell me. Is your family not your first ministry? Is your home not your first ministry? Your first primary assignment is that home. When I use this opportunity, I want to use this opportunity to beg all these people in authority. They call them different names, PO, QO, GO, whatever it is, you people, titles, all the titles that you have. If you have not been called by God, if you know that you don't have the answers, don't be too quick to respond. If you know you don't have the answer, don't be too quick to respond. Go back to God and ask him what you should respond to certain things. Or just gently leave that position because you're not ready. You cannot tell me that you are a authority head or you are a father figure, because GOs are supposed to be fathers of the papas above papas. Any matter that is brought to them, that one is settled. Like, you understand me? That's the way it's supposed to be. Imagine. That man's marriage was destroyed. It was destroyed. Then, in fact, when it was too late, all those POs, GOs, all those, they deserted the young man when he tried to kill himself because he saw where the whole thing was going. They deserted him. At the end of the day, about the same wife. It was the same wife now. It was the same wife that he had left. Eh? See, my advice. I didn't finish that advice. If you know that you are not ready to carry a title or to carry an office, please, please, please do yourself a favor and all the innocent people out there, and just step down. It is not a crime to be a normal church member. It is not a crime to be a normal church goer. You must not go and carry title or opportunity or authority that you cannot defend. You can't do that. I come from a church community where those days, I'm sure some of us will remember, those of us under the tutelage of Reverend Omokba, he will come into the church like this. Single. People engaged. This one. He will ask you, what is holding you people from getting married? This person will say it's money. They don't have money for big wedding. Haven't you attended mass weddings during those days? You just join. I now pronounce you man during a normal church service. So that you will not say there is no money. And meanwhile, you people are committing in secret. Is it not better to do the right thing and curb fornication and adultery going on in the church and just join those people? Hi, honey. Vivi girl. How are you? Now, that movie I did discuss, so that movie had me thinking. That movie, in fact, I'm para. I've gone para because of that movie I watched. For 3 years, this man didn't touch his wife. Meanwhile, there was no child in that marriage, and people were calling the woman, hey, she didn't give him a child, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they don't know what the poor woman was seeing at home. For 3 years, the man didn't sleep with her. Are not tempting somebody's child? Yes, that's it. Tempting somebody's child so that when she commits, now that's the story will make the tabloid. She has committed. Meanwhile, she has the certificate to have as much sex as she needs. She has a certificate to make children with this man. Every time he's doing jinjim, he's reading the Bible, he's praying, and people are applauding him. Well done, oh, man of God, man of God. Sometimes I wonder, I really wonder, what kind of message people preach? Because the message you're writing should, first of all, minister to you first before it will minister to anybody else. That man, that his house was constantly on fire. You don't touch your wife. Your wife is unhappy. And she's not going to church with you. But comfortably, you get ready and you go to church. What kind of Christians are we breeding in this 21st century? Yeah? My friend was telling me the other day. She's a pastor's wife. She was telling me the other day that there was one time herself and her husband, of course, people misunderstand, people fall out, people have misunderstandings. Herself and her husband, they were not on talking terms that Sunday morning. I had prepared this message, yeah? But the Spirit of God in him was troubled because there was fire on the mountain. His home was not at peace. So he called the assistant pastor and told him that he should take over that day. And he left the church, went home to make peace with his wife. To make peace with his wife. That GO, what I expected him to do was to send that young man home to go and make peace with his wife. Ask her what the problem. Try and win. She's your wife, for crying out loud. Try and win her over. Make peace. And then together, two of you will hold hands and come back to church. No matter how long it takes, that man's priority, that GO's priority, should not be the person that will climb the pulpit that day or subsequently. That house on fire is also his responsibility. How can they go on business as usual, as if nothing was happening? What kind of Christianity are we practicing, for crying out loud? Eh? And that young man, because the GO was supporting him, he was now, Eze Onyawanam, he was now, his shoulders puffed and everything. He was behaving anyhow. After all, it was right in the eyes of GO. After all, he was doing the work of God. Meanwhile, your home is burning. Come on. Come on. Yeah? Do you know those days? Those days in Grace of God Mission of those days. I don't know about now. Grace of God Mission those days. There's a pastor. I don't want to call his name because all of you know. There was rumor, and that rumor was not confirmed. There was rumor that he was doing one thing with a sister in the church. It wasn't confirmed. He was benched. That pastor was benched. And during the benching, you dare not miss a single service. You will come to church. You will come. If you miss it, your period of benching will be extended. That's how they used to do it those days. Now, anybody can afford to do anything they want because the Church of God now is only interested in telling them, in filling the posts, not the life people are living, not the lives that need to be changed or made better, not people surrendering to Christ, not people drawing closer to God, not people revering God. And revere God anymore. There's nothing like that anymore now. Because he doesn't command the earth to open up and swallow people anymore. He doesn't blow breeze and people disappear. And he doesn't give Holy Ghost slaps anymore. So people can afford to do whatever it is they want to do and get away with it. After all, nothing is happening as far as the ministry is going on. The advice I have for everybody, including myself, go back to your first love. Pastors, ministers, ask yourself, where is your first love? Where is it? Are you still operating under the calling, under the passion and the fire with which God called you? That if he called you, are you still operating under that same anointing? Most of us ministers, most of us pastors and everything, we need to go back to foundation class. We need to go back to foundation, begin from Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. We need to go back there because Chief China, we don't know anymore. We don't know anymore. Some of those title holders, they don't even know Bible. Go back to your Bible. They don't even know what the word says. All they know is approaching God for needs and everything, praying the word down and all that. They don't even know the Bible. Go back to the word. Go back to your first love. Go back to Christ. Yeah? And those of you who are married, make sure that your home front is tight. That is your first ministry. If people cannot look at your home, at your marriage, and desire to get married or desire to have a marriage like your own, you have a long way to go. You don't know what you're doing. You have a very long way to go. Go back to Christ. Discover him anew. Have an encounter, desire an encounter, and you will have it. An encounter, an encounter. Some of us who started church and who knew Christ in those, you know what I'm talking. Encounter. Desire it, pray for it, and you will have it. Abroad, what your sense is telling you, or what your imagination is, an encounter is real. You see it, it happens. It happens. You experience God in real, you experience Him. It will go a long way to changing our dispositions, our understandings, and whatever about this whole church thing, Christianity thing. Trust me, I'm not getting any personal. I don't have any grudge against anybody, but that movie opened my eyes to a lot of things that a lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are living and operating in ignorance. And unless they wake up and open their eyes and shine their eyes and go back to Christ, in here again, maybe a lot of things. A lot of things again, maybe. That is what I have to say today, really. That is what I have to say today. If you're not ready for marriage, don't go and lapota Muhammad. Don't go and lapota somebody's daughter. If you know you're not ready for the things that marriage embraces, make up your mind what you want first. If it is ministry that you want to concentrate on, blah, 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 then stay there until you're ready to actually fulfill your responsibilities as a husband to your wife. Based on what I saw in that movie, before some of you start thinking I'm talking to you. Until you're ready to do what you're supposed to do as a husband. Imagine concentrating on the ministry and you're not having sex with your wife. 1 week I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you reason? What's going on with? Are you okay? Are you okay? If there's a problem, 2 of you should sit down and talk about it. If there's a problem down there, 2 of you should talk about it. Yeah? Instead of tempting the daughter of man, Bikun. Eh? Na bachara na anyo no. Bachara na anyo no. Everybody should just care. Everybody should be mindful what they do these days. Eh? Everybody should do, especially in the church community. Some of the things that all those ministers, pastors, and those of us that call ourselves Christians, the things that we do when you hear them, you'll be amazed. You'll be like, oh, if that is the way it is, then they should forget it. I don't want to take the rest of your day, or I don't want to deviate from what the message I have to share. Yeah? Go back to the Bible. Not the way someone interprets it for you. Go back and discover things for yourself and ask God for an understanding. Go back to your first love. Go back on your knees and cry to God and tell Him that you have deviated from what He called you to do or to be. Go back. Take some time out if necessary. Just travel, go somewhere where it's just you and God. This kind of time, Skejaga mountain. You go to the mountain, only you and God, and let God talk to you. Just leave an open mind, though, because sometimes when we go to this mountain, your mind is telling you one thing, you just keep. Your mind is not open. Be open for surprises even from Him. Because what He might minister to you may not be what you're expecting to hear. Yeah? And I pray that the grace is sufficient for you and God will help all of us. God will help all of us. But one day, maybe. The world is coming to an end. Trust me. All right, guys. Let me go. I was so passionate about this. I just needed to, because after watching that movie, I was really sad. I was sad. I was angry. I was upset. I was worried. A lot of people out there like that young man. And a lot of people out there like that Gio. For one selfish reason or the other. Destroying marriages. Destroying homes. Be mindful. Be mindful. All right. I'll see you here again next week, Tuesday, 12 o'clock. I promise, 12 o'clock, okay? Sorry that I came on late today. If you have suggestions, you have comments, if you have contributions to us, yeah, leave it in the comment section. And bye-byes. Bye-byes. Bye-byes.